So these 20 food processing companies, and let me just tell you the top 5 to give you an idea of who they are. PepsiCo is the very largest food producer in the country. The second largest food processing company in the country is Nestle. Nestle is actually the largest in the world, but second largest in the United States. The third are the Kraft brands. The fourth is Tyson, the giant meat company. And the fifth is the giant Brazilian meat company, JBS, that many of you have probably not heard of, but you know a lot of the brands that it owns, things like Swift and Pilgrim's Pride. So let me talk a little bit about the power of these 20 food processing brands and how they've influenced legislation and regulation. There is no really legislative piece of legislation or piece of regulation that these food companies don't put their stamp on. They have made it pretty much impossible to have regulation of advertising to children. One of the things that the Obama administration promised to do and ended up not doing. Anything from the labeling of food to what pesticides you're exposed to how food is produced, everything these companies have an impact on. And unfortunately, they can suck a lot of the profit up from the producer. And because we've been talking about the poultry industry today, I want to use the poultry industry as kind of an example about how they use their political power. Now, the first thing that you have to understand about the poultry industry is that it's the way that it's structured. So companies like Tyson and JBS's Pilgrim's Pride, or Purdue or Sanderson, those are the 4 giants, they own the genetics of the broiler that you end up eating, or that might be part of the chicken nuggets, or however you're consuming your chicken. They own the genetics, they own the actual feed and the medicines that the animals get. They own the trucks and have the contract with the chicken catcher who removes the chickens from the poultry barn. They own the poultry slaughtering facilities, and they own the brand in the grocery store.